Hello and welcome to Mastermind with me, Clive Myrie. In the spotlight tonight are Susanna Croft, a civil servant. Her specialist subject is the life of Oscar Wilde. Courtney Campbell, a medical student whose subject is Barack Obama. Jonathan Wilkins, a pub landlord. He'll be answering questions on the 1943 Dambusters Raid. And Max Boujar, a commercial elite operator whose subject is the football club Real Madrid from 2000 to the present. Who will best navigate their way tonight through the maze of 2 minutes of questions on a specialist subject and 2.5 minutes on general knowledge that lies at the heart of the Mastermind Challenge? We'll see, but there are other obstacles no less daunting to tackle for our 4 contenders tonight. The spotlight shining only on you, the knowledge that the clock is ticking down, and the loneliness of the black chair, which has the ability to scramble the mind. How well they handle the pressure will determine who goes through to the semi-finals with a chance to ultimately claim this magnificent glass bowl as Mastermind champion. So, can I ask our first contender to join us, please? Your name?
Susanna Croft.
Your occupation?
Civil servant.
And your specialist subject?
The life of Oscar Wilde.
The life of the author, playwright and celebrated wit, born in Dublin in 1854. In 2 minutes, here we go. Oscar Wilde was born to Jane, a poet and writer who sometimes used the pseudonym Speranza, and a prominent ear and eye surgeon who had what first name?
William.
Yes. In 1864, Wilde and his elder brother, Willie, were sent away to which public school in Enniskillen, County Fermanagh? Portora Royal School. Yes. When Wilde began his studies at Trinity College, Dublin in 1871, he chose as his tutor which clergyman, whom he later described as an artist in vivid words and eloquent pauses?
J.P. Mahaffey?
Yes. Which short-lived British literary magazine published Wilde's first work of prose fiction, The Canterville Ghost, in 2 parts in 1887?
Blackwood's magazine?
No, the Court and Society Review. During a lecture tour of the United States in 1882, Wilde told reporters that he was disappointed with which landmark, asserting that the design was wanting in grandeur and variety of line.
Niagara Falls?
Yes, after their marriage in 1884, Wilde and his wife Constance moved into a house in Tite Street, Chelsea, extensively fitted out for them by which architect and designer?
Godwin?
Yes. What was the title of the Oxford undergraduate magazine edited by Wilde's lover, Lord Alfred Douglas, to which Wilde contributed his prose poems, The Disciple and The House of Judgment?
The Spirit Lamp?
Yes, in 1892, at the first night of which of his plays did Wilde take his curtain call, smoking a cigarette and wearing a green carnation in his buttonhole?
Lady Windermere's Fan?
Yes, in which English seaside town did Wilde and his wife and children stay in the late summer of 1894, where he began writing his final play, The Importance of Being Earnest?
Goring?
No, Worthing. In 1887, Wilde sat for which Canadian artist, later writing that her portrait provided the inspiration for his novel, The Picture of Dorian Gray?
Pass.
In 1895, Wilde accused the Marquis of Queensberry of libel and employed which prominent barrister as his leading counsel at the trial at the Old Bailey?
Edward Clarke?
Yes. When Wilde was given a 2-year prison sentence for committing acts of gross indecency, he was initially allowed access to only 2 books, the Bible and which other?
Pilgrim's Progress?
Yes, the Pilgrim's Progress. Just a 1 pass for you, Susanna. In 1887, Wilde sat for which Canadian artist, later writing that her portrait provided the inspiration for The Picture of Dorian Gray? It was Francis Richards. So at the end of that round, Susanna, you've got 9 points. And our next contender, please. Your name?
Courtney Campbell.
Your occupation?
Medical student.
And your specialist subject?
Barack Obama.
The Nobel Peace Prize-winning 44th President of the United States. In 2 minutes, here we go. Barack Obama was born on the 4th of August, 1961, in which US state?
Hawaii.
Yes, Obama said, I just can't get things done here without a law degree, and enrolled at Harvard Law School in 1988 after his experiences working on the Developing Communities Project in which city?
Chicago.
Yes, Obama's first political campaign in 1996 was for election to which body?
The state senate.
Yes, the Illinois State Senate. What was the name of Obama's Republican opponent in the 2004 US Senate election who claimed Jesus Christ would not vote for Barack Obama, but who nonetheless lost to Obama? Alan Keyes, yes. The first legislation that Obama signed into law as president was a Fair Pay Act named after Lilly Ledbetter, who'd been discriminated against while an employee of what company?
General Motors.
No, Goodyear. What's the name of the campaign manager whom Obama described in his 2008 presidential election victory speech as the unsung hero of this campaign?
David Axelrod.
No, David Plouffe. Obama met Michelle Robinson, whom he later married during a summer internship following his first year at Harvard. At which law firm in Chicago?
Sidley and Austin.
Yes, after the final vote on the historic Patient Protection and Affordable Care Act, known as Obamacare, on the 21st of March 2010, Obama hosted a private celebration on which balcony of the White House?
Pass.
In March 2016, Obama became the first sitting U.S. president since Calvin Coolidge in 1928 to visit which Caribbean country?
Cuba.
Yes, during the lame duck session of Congress following the 2010 midterms, Obama managed to pass the repeal of Don't Ask, Don't Tell, the Healthy Hunger Free Kids Act, and the ratification of which treaty with Russia?
New Start.
Yes. In A Promised Land, Obama wrote that the only time he watched a military operation in real time was the Special Forces raid in 2011 on Osama bin Laden's compound in Pakistan, a raid that had what code name?
Neptune Spear.
Yes, in the 2012 presidential election, Obama held on to all the states that he won in 2008, except for North Carolina and which state in the Midwest?
Iowa.
No, it was Indiana. Courtney, you had just the one pass. It was the Truman balcony of the White House where Obama held that private celebration after the passing of Obamacare. Which means at the end of that round, you've got 8 points. And our next contender, please. Your name?
Jonathan Wilkins.
Your occupation?
Pub landlord.
And your specialist subject?
The Dambusters Raid.
Yeah, the daring attempt by the RAF's 617 Squadron to breach dams in Germany using the revolutionary bouncing bomb. In 2 minutes. Here we go. What was the name of the RAF airbase in Lincolnshire that, in 1943, became home to what would become known as the Dambusters Squadron?
Scanton.
Yes. The engineer Barnes Wallis conceived 2 types of bouncing bomb, a small one codenamed Highball, which could be used to strike ships, and a larger one for attacking dams, which was given what codename?
Upkeep.
Yes, before he was appointed commanding officer of the new 617 Squadron, Wing Commander Guy Gibson had been in charge of which other squadron initially based at Coningsby?
106.
Yes. What was the name of the steel company based in Corby, which granted permission for the RAF to use its reservoir near Uppingham for training in the run-up to the raid?
Stewart's and Lloyd.
Yes, Wallis eventually specified that for the bombs to bounce successfully, they needed to be dropped at a precise speed of 232 miles per hour from a height of how many feet above the water?
60.
Yes, what was the name of the aircraft designer with whom Wallis worked to adapt Lancaster bombers to carry and deploy his bouncing bomb?
Chadwick.
Yes, as part of the raid, 3 dams were identified as last resort dams that crews could attack if struggling to reach the main targets. These were Lister, Enneper, and which other dam?
The Durham.
No, Demel. Only 2 aircraft managed to drop a bomb on the Zorpa Dam, one commanded by Joe McCarthy and a second piloted by which airman?
Les Knight.
No, Ken Brown. What was the name of the WAF intelligence officer whom Gibson seconded from 5-7 Squadron to take on an important liaison role after asking her, can you keep a secret?
Faye Gillen.
Yes, what 4-word motto echoing words often attributed to King Louis XV of France was approved after the raid to adorn the new crest of 617 Squadron?
Après-moi le déluge.
Yes, what was the call sign of the Lancaster bomber that was deemed unfit for takeoff on the night of the raid, forcing its crew to switch quickly to a spare aircraft with the call sign T. Tommy?
Z Zebra.
No, Q. Queenie. While... I've started, so I'll finish. While Gibson received a Victoria Cross and other commissioned officer pilots, the Distinguished Service Order, which medal was given to Ken Brown and Bill Townsend, the 2 non-commissioned officer pilots.
The DFC.
No, the Conspicuous Gallantry Medal. So, Jonathan, at the end of that round, you had no passes. You've got 8 points.
Thank you.
And our final contender, please. Your name,
Max Bujar,
your occupation,
commercial elite operator,
and your specialist subject.
Real Madrid from 2000 to present.
The recent history of the Spanish football club, one of the most successful of all time. In 2 minutes, let's go. In January 2025, Real Madrid announced the reappointment of which businessman as its president?
Florentino Perez.
Yes, which player and former captain of the club made his last of more than 700 appearances for Real Madrid in June 2001?
Sanchez.
Yes, Real Madrid's 3-0 defeat of the Mexican team Pachuca in the final of the 2024 FIFA Intercontinental Cup took place at which stadium?
Casablanca.
No, Lusail. Under which manager did Real Madrid become the first team to successfully defend the UEFA Champions League trophy since the competition was rebranded, defeating Juventus in the 2017 final?
Zinedine Zidane.
Yes. In the season that ended in 2012, Real Madrid won La Liga with a record total of 100 points, finishing how many points above Barcelona in second place?
9.
Yes, the two players who, in 2008, signed so-called lifetime contracts with the club, which automatically renewed if they played 30 matches in a season, were Raúl and which other player?
Casillas.
Yes, Real Madrid were eliminated from the Champions League at the quarter-final stage in April 2025 when they lost to Arsenal by what aggregate score?
3-1.
No, 5-1. Real Madrid were expelled from the Copa del Rey in 2015 for fielding which ineligible player against Cadiz when he should have been serving a ban he'd received while on loan to another club?
Denis Cheryshev.
Yes, during the season that ended in 2021, Real Madrid played their home games behind closed doors at which stadium in its Ciudad Real Madrid training complex?
Alfredo Di Stefano.
Yes, during the 2011 victory parade, Real Madrid's Copa del Rey trophy was run over by the team's open-top bus, after which player accidentally dropped it onto the road?
Sergio Ramos.
Yes, in a league match in April 2015, Cristiano Ronaldo scored 5 goals in a 9-1 victory against which club? A feat he repeated later that year in a 6-0 win over Espanyol.
Granada.
It was Granada. So, Max, you had no passes at the end of that round. You've got 9 points. So, at the end of the specialist subjects round, let's have a look at the scores. In joint third place with 8 points, it's Courtney and Jonathan, which means in joint first place with 9 points, they're Susanna and Max. Now, it's general knowledge. And if there's a tie at the end, then the number of passes is taken into account, and the person with the fewer passes is the winner. And if they're tied on passes as well, it's a tie break. So let's ask Courtney to join us again, please. Courtney, you start with 8 points. You've now got 2.5 minutes on general knowledge. Here we go. The words wrist, wrestle, and wrongdoing all begin with which letter of the alphabet, which in each case is silent?
W.
Yes. What's the denomination of the bimetallic coin that was introduced into general circulation in the UK in 1998?
2p.
No, £2. The 2024 television drama series starring David Tennant and Alex Hassel as ruthless opponents is an adaptation of what 1988 romantic comedy novel by Jilly Cooper?
Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
No, Rivals. The Scottish industrialist and philanthropist Andrew Carnegie pioneered the American mass production of which alloy in the late 19th century?
Bronze.
No, steel. In the name for a system of microphones and loudspeakers used to amplify the sound level of speech or music, the letters PA stand for what term?
Personal amplification.
No, public address. The song Israelites was a UK #1 single in 1969 for which Jamaican reggae singer and his backing band, the Aces?
Bob Marley.
No, Desmond Dekker. Which city is the capital of the Australian state of New South Wales?
Sydney.
Yes. What's the common name of Falco columbarius, the smallest species of falcon native to the British Isles?
Grey falcon.
No, Merlin. The American term bangs refers to the part of a hairstyle where the hair hangs straight across the forehead. What's the corresponding British term?
Fringe.
Yes, a novel entitled The Quarry, published posthumously in June 2013, was the final book by which prolific Scottish author who died earlier that month?
Burns.
No, Ian Banks. The Italian word tondo is used in art as a term for a painting or relief carving that is what geometric shape?
Triangle.
No, circle. Which American actor had his breakthrough role as an outlaw nicknamed the Ringo Kid in the 1939 Western film Stagecoach?
John Wayne.
Yes, in 2025, which team won the Men's Six Nations Rugby Tournament for the first time since 2022?
France.
Yes, what's the term from Greek words meaning sharp and foolish for a figure of speech such as organised chaos or deafening silence that is seemingly self-contradictory?
Oxymoron.
Yes, the rivers known as the Upper and Lower Avon both flow into which longer river, one at Tewkesbury and the other near Bristol?
The Severn.
Yes, what board game played with 64 discs that are black on one side and white on the other shares its name with the title character of a Shakespeare play?
Othello.
Yes, it's Othello. So, Courtney, at the end of that round, you had no passes. You've got 16 points. Next up, it's Jonathan. Jonathan, you start with 8 points. The score to beat as it stands is 16 points. You've got 2.5 minutes on general knowledge. Here we go. In a common expression, when there's a heavy downpour, it's said to be raining cats and what?
Dogs.
Yes. What's the professional name of Gordon Sumner, the lead vocalist of the chart-topping band The Police?
Sting.
Yes. Which royal residence was designed by John Nash and built in the 1820s as the London home of the future King William IV and his wife Adelaide?
Buckingham Palace.
No, Clarence House. In the theatre, what term ordinarily meaning without light is traditionally used to indicate a day or a period when no performances are scheduled?
Dark.
Yes. Which chemical element, one of the halogens with the atomic number 53, is a solid at room temperature and sublimes directly to a vapour when heated?
Magnesium.
No, iodine. In January 2025, the British charity Family Action bought what relationship counselling organisation founded in 1938 as the Marriage Guidance Council?
Pass.
The 1968 film The Thomas Crown Affair won an Oscar for what song, which was composed for the film by Michel Legrand and has been extensively re-recorded since?
Pass.
The University of Strathclyde is based in which Scottish city?
Glasgow.
Yes. In April 2025, which pair of ice skaters celebrating a partnership of 50 years embarked on a UK tour entitled Our Last Dance?
Colvin and Dean.
Yes. What three-letter word is the usual term for a male ferret?
A dog.
No, Hob. In which children's book by Dr. Seuss does the title character who speaks for the trees confront the Onceler, a greedy businessman who destroys the environment?
Pass.
The first 11 men's team of Yorkshire County Cricket Club plays most of its home matches at which ground in Leeds?
Headingley.
Yes, the Mau Mau was a nationalist resistance movement formed by members of the Kikuyu people to oppose British colonial rule in which African country?
Kenya.
Yes, what Norwegian word is used in English as a name for a steep-sided inlet of the sea formed by a glacier?
Fjord.
Yes, a type of counterbalanced cable railway used for transportation up and down steep slopes has what name derived from a Latin word for rope?
Pass.
Between 1972 and 1995, the scientists Sir Martin Ryle, Sir Francis Graham Smith and Sir Arnold Wolfendale were consecutive holders of what honorary title?
Pass.
What colour is the line in the name given to the boundary that separates the Greek and Turkish areas of Cyprus?
Green line.
It is the green line. Jonathan, you had 5 passes. Those scientists, they were all astronomers royal. A funicular is the cable transportation in which children's book by Dr. Seuss does the title character who speaks for the trees confront the Onceler. It's the Lorax. The Windmills of Your Mind is the track from the Oscar-winning film The Thomas Crown Affair. And in January 2025, the British charity Family Action bought the relationship counselling organisation that was the Marriage Guidance Council. It's called Relate. So at the end of that round, Jonathan, you've got 17 points.
Thank you.
Next up, it's Susanna. Susanna, you start with 9 points. The score to beat as it stands is 17 points, and you've now got 2.5 minutes on general knowledge. Here we go. What vegetable is the main ingredient of hash browns?
Potato.
Yes, which member of the Beatles married his first wife, the American photographer Linda Eastman, in 1969?
George Harrison.
No, Paul McCartney. What word for the distance covered on a journey follows long and short in two terms used by airlines to distinguish between flights of various durations?
Paul.
Yes, in 2024, which Los Angeles-based baseball franchise won the World Series for the second time in 5 years, defeating the New York Yankees in the final?
Red Sox.
No, the Dodgers. What scientific unit, the SI unit of electric current, is named after a French mathematician and physicist?
Pass.
The 2019 hit song Don't Start Now was the lead single from the UK chart-topping album Future Nostalgia by which singer?
Dua Lipa.
Yes, according to Guinness World Records, the two largest living invertebrates are the giant squid, which is the longest, and what other species of squid, which is the heaviest?
Pass.
What was the name of the UK Prime Minister who returned from meeting Hitler in Munich in September 1938 and later made a speech that referred to peace for our time?
Neville Chamberlain.
Yes, the Canadian city of Victoria, the capital of British Columbia, is on which island?
Pass.
What's the more common name of molybdenum, a gum resin obtained from trees of the genus Boswellia and used in the manufacture of perfumes and in religious ceremonies?
Frankincense.
Yes, the name of which mortal figure from classical mythology is derived from Greek words meaning all and gift?
Pandora.
Yes, which American author wrote the novels The Dead Zone, Christine and Misery?
Stephen King.
Yes, what term is commonly used in accountancy for a company's statement of financial position at a given point in time because it shows that the assets of the company equal the liabilities plus the shareholders' equity?
Cash flow.
No, balance sheet. The 2017 film Loving Vincent is about the death of which 19th century Dutch artist?
Vincent van Gogh.
Yes, which American author and religious leader born in New Hampshire in 1821 was the founder of the Christian Science movement?
Pass.
Duddon and Wasdale are among the principal valleys of which national park in northern England?
Peak District.
No, Lake District. Which British dramatist wrote the 1960s plays Entertaining Mr. Sloane and Loot?
Pass.
It was Joe Orton. You had 4 other passes. Mary Baker Eddy is the American author and religious leader, founder of the Christian Science movement. The Canadian city of Victoria is on the island of Vancouver. The two largest living invertebrates are the giant squid and the colossal squid. And that scientific unit of electric current, it's the ampere. That means at the end of that round, Susanna, you've got 17 points. And finally, let's have Max again, please. Max, you start with 9 points. The score to beat to get through to the semi-finals is Susanna and Jonathan's 17 points. You've got 2.5 minutes on general knowledge. Here we go. On a standard computer keyboard, the letters ESC on a key that's pressed to cancel or interrupt an operation stand for what word?
Escape.
Yes, in Swiss legend, what was the name of the medieval folk hero who was forced to fire a crossbow at an apple placed on his son's head?
William Tell.
Yes, the stage musical Girl from the North Country features the music and lyrics of which American singer?
Bob Dylan.
Yes, which city in Western Saudi Arabia is the second holiest site in Islam and is home to the Prophet's Mosque, originally built in the 7th century?
Mecca.
No, Medina. Which French word for lightning is the name given to a bakery item consisting of a long finger of choux pastry filled with whipped cream and topped with chocolate icing?
Eclair.
Yes, which Canadian singer topped the UK albums chart in February 2025 with Hurry Up Tomorrow?
Drake.
No, The Weeknd. What was the name of the politician who, in 1918, became the first woman to be elected as an MP at Westminster, although as she represented Sinn Féin, she refused to take her seat?
Aston.
No, Constance Markovits. The alpine ski resorts of Kitzbühel and Innsbruck are in which European country?
Austria.
Yes, what American television series of the 1970s and 80s stars Eric Estrada and Larry Wilcox as motorcycle police officers working for the California Highway Patrol?
Cars.
No, Chips. In the 1726 novel Gulliver's Travels by Jonathan Swift, what's the name of the flying island visited by Lemuel Gulliver on his third voyage?
Yahoo.
No, Laputa. What German term, a combination of words meaning time and spirit, is used in English for the prevailing beliefs, ideas and attitudes of a particular period?
Zeitgeist.
Yes. Which athlete won the BBC Sports Personality of the Year award in 2017, having won a gold medal in the men's 10,000 metres at the World Championships earlier that year?
Farah.
Yes. In the 1933 film I'm No Angel, which actress says the line, "When I'm good, I'm very, very good, but when I'm bad, I'm better"?
Mae West.
Yes. What name is given in physics to the process by which heat is transferred by the movement of a gas or liquid?
Vaporization.
No. Convection. Which street in London's Mayfair runs parallel to Regent Street and is known for its fashionable and expensive tailors and clothes shops?
Jermyn Street.
No. Savile Row. In the 19th century, the so-called Eastern Question referred to the decline of which empire described as the sick man of Europe?
Ottoman.
Yes. Which large biomass-fueled power station near Selby in North Yorkshire is notable for its 12 huge cooling towers, each standing more than 300 feet tall?
Ripon.
No. Drax. In British universities, BDS... I've started, so I'll finish. In British universities, BDS and BCHD are abbreviations for an undergraduate degree in which field of medicine?
Dentistry.
It is dentistry. Max, at the end of that round, you had no passes, and you've done it. 19 points.
Thank you.
It was a close one from start to finish, so let's have a look at the final scores. In fourth place with 16 points, it's Courtney. In joint second place with 17 points, it's Susanna and Jonathan, which means in first place with 19 points, it's Max. So he goes through to the semi-finals. Congratulations to him. If you'd like to be a contender in the next series, please go to our website, bbc.co.uk/mastermind, and you can follow us at Mastermind Quiz. Join us again next time for more Masterminds. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.
To win my episode of Mastermind feels a bit surreal. I wasn't sure if I was going to win. It was a very close race.
Your specialist subject?
Real Madrid from 2000 to present. I've spent a lot of my life supporting Real Madrid. I've followed their ups and downs, highs and lows over most of my life. So I thought even if I had to think back, I probably watched the game or suffered somewhere along the way to be able to remember it. Zinedine Zidane.
Yes.
Casillas.
Yes.
Denis Cheryshev.
Yes.
It went really quite well, except for one obvious question about Real Madrid getting knocked out of the Champions League last year. 3-1?
No, 5-1.
Even now, it's still grating at me. How could I get it wrong? I've got friends and family, colleagues are very excited about this. They're going to be watching at home, cheering me along, and I think they'll be probably giving me a bit of needle about the ones I got wrong more than the ones I got right.
You've done it. 19 points.
Thank you. And when Clive told me I'd won, it was a relief more than anything. I'll probably be playing football this evening, so from one specialist subject round about football to playing football in the evening, it's a nice bit of consistency from me.